Before we get into this video, I invite you to take a deep breath with me, not to fix anything, but just to be present. Purpose isn't something you chase. Purpose is one of those words that can quietly create a lot of pressure. We're all often taught to think of purpose as something big, something clear, something that explains our life. And when we don't feel connected to it, it's easy to assume that we've just missed it, or worse, that we're behind. But purpose doesn't disappear. It just gets buried. Buried under obligations, buried under survival, and buried under doing what needed to be done to get through. When life becomes about keeping things afloat, purpose stops feeling like a guide and starts feeling like another thing we're failing at. So we chase it. We look for signs, and we compare ourselves to people who seem certain. We try to think our way out of clarity, but purpose doesn't respond to pressure, now does it? It actually responds to alignment. Purpose isn't something you run toward, it's something you feel when you stop running. And that's why moments of meaning often show up very quietly, not necessarily during achievements, but during stillness, connection, presence. Purpose lives inside what feels true, not what looks impressive. And that can be a little uncomfortable in a world that rewards visibility over honesty. And a lot of people confuse purpose with productivity. They believe if they're not building, producing, or progressing, that they're actually wasting time. But purpose doesn't need constant movement to exist. It needs space, and space to listen, space to notice what drains you, space to recognize what energizes you without effort. If you've been living in reaction mode for a period of time, it makes sense that purpose might feel a little distant. Reaction narrows focus, survival limits imagination and creativity, and constant pressure drowns out subtle signals. That doesn't necessarily mean you're disconnected. It means your system has been busy protecting you. Purpose doesn't arrive as a plan. It arrives as a feeling of rightness, a sense of alignment in small moments, a quiet yes inside the body, and a feeling of being more yourself, not necessarily more accomplished. You don't need to find your purpose today. You don't need to define it, and you sure don't need to announce it. Just take notice when something feels honest. Notice when your body relaxes instead of braces. Notice what feels meaningful without effort. Those moments aren't random. They're how purpose communicates without pressure, without urgency, and without needing to be chased. If something in this episode landed with you, you don't need to do anything right now. Just notice what's already shifting within you, and let that be enough for today.